If there are two words I would use to describe Hazbin Hotel Season 1, it would be beautifully amazing. I recently watched Hazbin Hotel, and it was a true definition of what a Broadway musical show would be. Each song perfectly tells a story as well as a general theme that all of us can relate to. The songs also tell a backstory of the character as well as develop the character in the fast but understandable pacing and why they are here in the first place in less than 4 minutes. Moving the episode along at a cool pace but not too fast to where it's just quickly getting through the exposition. The plot was told in an excellent way, adding new characters throughout the series and having a song for each of them to explain their plot line and story of why they are in hell. With, of course, a finale song that includes everyone and recaps the entire season in one song, as well as having an overall general theme of everyone deserves a second chance in life. This is perfectly explained in Loser Baby, where even if you're at your lowest, there are others in your same position. You are not alone, and is perfectly told by that one song. Hello my ninjas, welcome back. Today I'll be doing a series review on Hazbin Hotel Season 1. From March 10th of this year to March 17th of this year, I watched the pilot and Season 1 of Hazbin Hotel, and it was awesome. I'm going to be talking about my likes, my dislikes, and my favorites of Season 1. I'll also be having James, aka MeMan07, appear later on in the video, so stay tuned for that one. He'll be talking about his favorites, his least favorites, and overall what he liked about the show. I'll make a future video about this, making predictions of Season 2, but that's actually pretty far. They mentioned that that Season 2 is going to be coming out like summer 2025, so we got a long way before then. For today, I'm talking about Season 1 and what I loved about it, and the cons that hopefully will get changed in Season 2. Alrighty, let's unlock the door to Hotel, and let's hop right in. Quick note, in case if this video does get copyright blocked, like the Mario movie one I did way back in 2023, then I'm going to come back to this and reuse just song clips that I've used before, and if I have to, I'll distort the photos, which I hope not. So please, Amazon, don't copyright me. Alright, let's begin. One quick thing I want to mention is for each song that I'm taking on YouTube, it will be the link in the description, and it's also the karaoke, aka the sing-along version, so that's why the words will be shown right there. The one thing that makes this series so amazing is the songs. 16 songs across 8 episodes have you jamming out to the beautifully well-written story-themed songs. An example of this is Loser Baby, which is my favorite song in Season 1. It explains that if you are at your lowest point in life, just remember that people are in the same situation as you, and you are not alone in that position. To support this, let me show you some lyrics from the song.
You're a power bottom at rock bottom, but you got company. There was a time I thought that no one could relate. We're all living in the same shit sandwich.
But at least I know I'm not alone.
You're a loser just like me. It's time to lose your self-loathing. Excuse yourself, let hope in, baby. Play your card, be who you are. A loser just like.
This song perfectly describes the message it is sending to the audience. If you are at your lowest point in life, just remember people are in the same situation as you. Perfectly shows a vibe that people can relate to with many other song themes in this series. Each song is catchy, instrumental, and storytelling. Getting up off the couch and singing to it. You know it gets you off the couch if 4 out of 16 songs already have 40 million streams on Spotify. Possibly even more now. And we're barely 2 full months into the release of Season 1. In Episode 4, the other song that is shown is Poison. Is in this toxic relationship with Valentino and is forced to do his bidding since he sold his soul to Valentino, as mentioned in the song Loser Baby. Few lyrics to explain this. And no, I'm not showing the actual song, I'm showing the lyrics one because, jeez.
Another one of those ruthless nights. I can only blame myself. I made my choices. Every night I'm living like there's no tomorrow.
This song represents how Angel Dust sold his soul to Valentino and is now regretting his decisions and cannot overcome them. Then he realizes that there are other people in his situation from Husk in the song Loser Baby. Perfectly tells the theme of both songs in episodes too. Each song perfectly has a theme that everybody can relate to, each being catchy, instrumental, Broadway acts in their unique way, which makes the song even better. There is no bad song. All of them are good in their own way. Just mainly ranked on how addictive the song can be. This is why you see Hell's Greatest Dad, Loser Baby, and Out for Love in the top 5 of everyone's list, because of how catchy, instrumental, and addictive they are listening to. Loser Baby will probably make my Spotify Wrapped of 2024. I ain't kidding. I've at least listened to it at least 20 times over now. The songs each represent a catchy mood tone, with each one explaining a character's backstory with a definitive theme that everybody can relate to. Alright, let's head over to characters. The characters are all unique in their own way, from Husk being a gambler to now being a bartender for the hotel. Charlie being the princess of hell, Nifty being the maid, cleaning up the mess in the hotel, Vaggie, who is Charlie's girlfriend and the protector of the hotel, as well as protect Charlie at all cost. It has it all. Each character has their backstory presented in a song, besides Valentino, which you could say Poison clears that, but his dialogue covers up his backstory, in my opinion, with episode 2, Radio Killed the Video Star, and episode 4, Masquerade. We know that these are the main boss in hell. Vox being the controller of media, Valentino stealing souls and forcing them to do his bidding, like Angel Dust is doing Angel Dust things. Velvet being the brains and the backbone support of these. We also have Alistair and Zestral, who have been here for a long time and know the place of hell. Carmine is a professional fighter, and we see that in Out for Love, where Carmine teaches Vaggie how to fight the Exorcist, which Vaggie learns from since she used to be an exorcist. We know this because 1, she has one eye, and 2, it is mentioned in episode 6. We also have Angel Dust, who does, we'll say corn. How about we, nice straight corn, you know? If you know what I mean, you know what I mean, alright? Nothing else. Serpentius is a snake that is looking for redemption for almost blowing up the frickin' hotel. And lastly, we have the characters in heaven. Beginning with Peter, who is, Peter. Emily, who represents Charlie a lot in heaven, like very representative to Charlie a lot. Sarah, who is one of the 2 main leaders in heaven. Adam, who is the man who created heaven and is preyed upon. He is also the villain in this season, which, in my opinion, I think he does pretty well at. He's more of a bitch, to be honest, but where he feels like he's the king and everyone should look up to him. However, in terms of villain, I give him a 7. He also leads the extermination every 6 months with his trusty right-hand ma'am, Loot, which I think she's the leader of the extermination army. It could be Adam, someone gotta let me know in the comments. Finally, we have Lucifer, who is
The boss of hell himself.
Lilith, the mother of Charlie Morningstar. She's hardly shown, so in season 2 we'll most likely see more of her. The character is told in a unique, fun way through songs that engages the viewer and keeps the viewer hooked, wanting to know more about their backstory and why they're in hell in the first place, or in heaven. Having a song that explains their backstory and gives us, the viewer, a quick, easy understanding of who they are, as well as having the songs catchy at the exact same time. Before we talk about the cons of this show, I'm gonna let James explain his thoughts on the show. Take it away, my friend.
Yo, what's up, me man gang? It's your leader, me to the man with the silent T, here to give you my overall thoughts on Hazbin Hotel. I've been following this project for a while and watched the original pilot back in 7th grade when it first came out. So seeing it finally being picked up as a full-fledged show is really inspiring. Going from a small indie production on YouTube to being a full-fledged show on streaming is very cool to see. So first off, I'm going to list off the positives of the show. The art direction is very good. I really like the red color palette that's used a lot throughout the show. There's very little colors other than red and yellow, and it makes the show stand out a lot more. The character designs are mostly over-designed, but they're also very tall and slender, which makes them stand out from lots of other shows. My personal favorite characters have to be Serpentius, Verbalace, Nifty, Alistair, and Vox. I think they're all very cool characters. My favorite songs from the show have to be Stayed Gone, Loser Baby, Hell's Greatest Dad, and Respectless. They're all really good. On Vultures 2, I want Alistair to do a collab track with Kanye West. Despite all the positives, though, there are a good amount of flaws that kind of muddy up the show's experience, in my personal opinion. It's evident that the writers wanted to cram as much story as they could in the first season, probably out of fear of cancellation. A lot of modern animated shows that are featured on streaming get canceled very early in their production, only after like a single season, which has caused a lot of newer shows to try to cram as much as they can in a single season, just so that they can finish up the story that they actually wanted to tell. But it has a problem with the show only having about like 8 to 10 episodes. I can't remember off the top of my head. They did not have enough time to make everything seem to flow correctly, so there's parts of the show where things are really crammed, especially in the second to last episode with the court scene. There's an entire 2-minute song's worth of plot that could have taken up an entire episode. Like the reveal of Vaggie being an angel and with extermination could have been done in an entire different episode, but they crammed it in a 2-minute song. It's also a shame that the original voice actors from the pilot had to be replaced. Other than that, though, the show was very good, and I'm very excited to see what will happen in Season 2. Alright, me man, salute.
If there's one con I will agree with, it'll be the episode format and writing. The songs are good, don't get me wrong. But 8 episodes to backstory so many characters? It's a good thing these songs are extremely good, because if they weren't, the show would be getting a lot more flack than you all would think. This show would be in a much better format if they stretched it out to 16 episodes. We hardly get more mentions of the V's besides Vox. Velvet gets a 1-minute song about herself, whereas Husk and Angel Dust get far more in their songs. You can argue that they do not mention the V's a lot in Season 1 to set up their more involvement in Season 2, which is a valid reason, I can 100% see that. However, counter-argument, you need to give them a little bit of character development if you want to build them up as a future villain and powerhouse in Season 2, which they did very well with Vox. The other V's were not developed a lot. We did get Velvet singing Respectless, explaining how she's the backbone of the V's. Valentino did not get a song, and I'm not counting the finale, because that was a 15-second section in that song. But the section with the V's did explain that they are now the most powerful in Hell, so I'm intrigued in what they will do in Season 2. I'll let you all decide if the V's, all 3 of them specifically, were developed well in Season 1. For me, I would say it could have been better. Speaking of the writing was good, but could have been better. Felt like the conversations between characters felt rushed at times, then headed straight into a song number. Like, have you seen people's rankings on Welcome to Heaven? That shit is always either 16 or in the bottom 4, because it is a good song, but it is so short. You can explain that song in a solid 2 minutes. Why is it so short? Why is it under a minute? Some characters in Heaven barely got any screen time. I would like to hear more about Emily. We didn't see anything on her backstory, nor anyone else on why they're in Heaven. Besides Adam, which makes sense, because he did create Heaven. Because of the 8-episode format, they had to fit all of Heaven into one episode. I'm not counting episode 8, because that was to show the Extermination Army before they entered Hell, and at the end when Sir Pentress enters Heaven and Emily smiles, which I'll go over later. If this was a 16-episode format, I 100% believe that we would have at least had 3 episodes in a row where Charlie and Vaggie are in Heaven compared to the 1 episode we had. It barely showed anything, it felt rushed, but with how they told the story with the song they didn't know, it perfectly encapsulated both Charlie and Adam's defenses while showing us the viewer that cracks are forming in Heaven because of how manipulative Adam and Seraph can be with extermination, killing poor souls that were never needed in the first place. They think that Hell's going to overpopulate and overtake them when they were never going to in the first place. The best writing episode has to be episode 4. The main character's story told was Angel Dust, and it was perfect. The pacing was smooth, felt nice, easy to understand, and we were able to hear about Huck's backstory without feeling the need to rush it. Episode 4 explains Angel Dust's relationship with Valentino, how he sold his soul to Valentino and cannot forget about it now. The song Poison perfectly explains how he can forget that night and think like there is no tomorrow, as I said earlier in the video. It also explains how Husk is owned by Alistair by him gambling a soul and losing the bet. We also know information that he actually used to be an overlord. This then leads to the song number that helps Angel Dust with this issue of soul, owned by Valentino, explaining how even if you're at your lowest, there are other people in the same situation as you, and you can accept those mistakes and become a better person off of that. It perfectly encapsulates that people close in your life can experience the same thing as you are going through, and you be there for whenever you need it. The episode format was so small, it felt rushed at times, but there was some shining episodes like episode 4, and each song perfectly told who each character is, which overlaps the episode formatting issue and writing issue in the first place. One thing I would like to mention is the plot in It Has Been Hotel Season 1, how Charlie Morningstar wants to rehab the sinners and believed that everyone deserves a second chance into heaven. So she makes this hotel, have people invited, and see this wonderful cast of beliefs that they deserve a second chance. I liked how they pushed the plot along throughout each episode while stopping the progression to tell a story of why each character living in the hotel deserves a second chance. From Vaggie's redemption arc towards Adam and Lou wanting revenge for stabbing her fucking eye, Husk being, forced there until he slowly likes the place and environment as the season goes on, truly showing his compassion with the project from episode 4 and on. Angel Dust doing something other than, Nifty being a housemaid and a fucking bloody killer, Sir Pentress getting a second chance and sacrificing himself in episode 8, show must go on, to protect who gave him a second chance in the first place. This reminds me that the plot ending was perfect. No, not the Lilith part. I'm talking about how perfect of an ending it was when Sir Pentress entered heaven and asked where he was. Then Emily smiled since she knew that people in hell could end up in heaven, and she was right. Literally the perfect ending to a plot you hope for. Lastly, there's Alistair, who legit funded this entire project. He funded the bartender area, and he's also the sole protector of the hotel. Did you see him destroy those damn sharks? Like, holy shit, he is powerful. The plot was told in a simple, likable way that we can all understand while going off path throughout the episodes to slow the pacing of the plot and develop new characters along the way that will help in the fight against the Exorcist, provide more support for the hotel. Let's shift gears for a little bit. One thing I like to mention is the visuals, animation, art style. It is done so well throughout each episode. It really shines in later episodes. For example, the song Poison. The visuals are stunning, with Loser Baby having the neon type animation with the song. It adds to it and make it even better and stand out compared to the others. The Broadway act between Vox and Alistair and Stayed Gone in Radio Killed the Video Star was so well made. Seeing the movement between the characters throughout the song was so well done and written so well. Art style of Hell is very well connected to the burning flame of hell that it's supposed to look like, while heaven has a brighter, cooler color to the nice people, while hell presenting a dark, moody blood tone with red, black, and orange all plastered all over the area. The art style, the visuals, and animation are so well done and add so much more to the songs. Have you seen the top 5 songs streamed on Spotify? Loser Baby, Poison, Hell's Greatest Dad. They all have excellent use of visuals and animation that create the tone and story that is shown in those songs and engage the viewer by presenting awesome, visually stunning artwork. There is one last thing I'd like to mention before we head out today. The last thing I'd like to mention in this series review is the overall lesson of Season 1. How it is represented throughout each episode where everybody deserves a second chance in life. Throughout each episode is represented perfectly. From Charlie in Happy Day Hell, explaining how her Hazbin Hotel will show Heaven that they deserve a second chance. In episode 4, the main theme of it is shown with, even if you are at your lowest in life, people are in the same situation as you, and they are people that will support you at your lowest. While also supporting the main theme that everyone deserves a second chance. Connecting both themes extremely well, which is a very good positive I like about this show. It is also shown in episode 6, with You Didn't Know, as well as the argument of Angel Dust showing the positive changes Angel Dust has been making throughout the series. In episode 7, we can see that Vaggie's about to get a second chance, seeing her train with Carmine in Out for Love, teaching her the ways of fighting the Exorcist. The theme of Season 1 was shown, written, and executed extremely well throughout each episode, showing what Charlie wanted and relating to you, in a way, throughout the series. Overall, Hazbin Hotel Season 1 provided us with a fun, engaging Broadway musical that was animated in a full, unique way that we have never seen before. The animation was amazing. Seeing the visuals for the first time was so cool and unique to other animated shows. VisiPop designed each character extremely well, and the visuals were great, character development was on point, each telling their own story in a unique way throughout the songs. The show's theme was told in an easy, understanding way where everyone deserves a second chance in life throughout each episode, and the plot was perfectly understood. As well as the pacing was simple, easy to understand, while going off path at times throughout the episodes, to develop each character new and old through a song and in an episode Angel Dust and Husk in episode 4, where we see Angel Dust at the lowest regretting his past decisions and giving his soul to Valentino, which is then realized that Husk is in the same situation, or how he says it,
In the same shit sandwich.
where even if you're at your lowest point in life, people are in the same situation as you. And we see that bond between them connecting from that very moment to the end of Season 1. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, share this video with your friends so they can subscribe to me and enjoy my videos. Hit that little bell so you get notified for when I upload. Make sure to check out James's channel. He makes SFM content as well as animation videos. His channel description will be his channel link will be in the description. Before I go, I have a couple send-off questions. First off, what is your favorite character as well as your song and why? Mine would be Charlie because she has big goals and ambitions. It has a Disney princess type tone when she sings, and all her songs are so well written and on point. Happy Day in Hell, jazz section. Oh my gosh, little perfection, bro. My favorite song is Loser Baby. It's catchy, well written, and instrumental. It's on point. Let me know if you would like to see another Hazbin Hotel video where I rank each song in Season 1 from 16 to 1, or even character rankings. Just let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more of Hazbin Hotel. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Ninja Joe signing out. Peace!